Alright, good morning, Cadre. Been a little while, again. Yeah, so I thought I was going to have an interesting shave this morning, so I thought I'd document it, see how that goes. Might be a train wreck for you guys, I don't know yet. We'll see. But anyway, the reason for recording today is I'm using a new type of 3D printed razor that was somebody messaged to me, and yeah, it's interesting. It is designed by, I want to say the guy's name is River Run, same guy who designed the handle for the tensor. And yeah, so this is using a injector blade, and it is a capless razor. Yeah, capless. So that's it. Little bunny there. The handle portion is a separate portion. He also designed by him. Files are for both these are up on Thingiverse, but it's just a classic injector style handle, which is nice. You can probably use it as a replacement if needed. But yeah, so the head printed pretty nice. I had this surface laying flat on the print table, so everything on this end printed really, really nicely. The stuff that was kind of sticking up in the air is a little funky, kind of on the back where the sports were. But if I really wanted to clean that up with a file, I could probably do that. So, but again, this is kind of just a proof of concept, testing this thing, see how it actually does. So, how is the blade held in place? It utilizes three 3x2mm N52 neodymium magnets. And then there are a couple of tabs to go in the slots to help keep sliding from happening. So I had to file on those just a smidge to get them to fit into the slots of the blade nicely. But nothing too crazy, just a couple of minutes, and it's, in theory, good to go. Yeah, so I feel like the safety bar is a little unnecessary because this thing's going to be, you know, like that safety bar is not touching my face while I'm shaving with this, probably. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Looks nice and terrifying for sure. Yeah, so today's software, I'm going to be using some CBL Premium Tobacco Egg. Got myself an extra one of those before, well, he had stuff on sale and just stuffed everything into the one jar, so it's all in there. Nice and full. I'm using a Sorrentino resin swirl brush today, and I'll be finishing things up after my Osage mix stuff. I'll be using a little tobacco egg mix of aftershave. So get this stuff going. Hope everybody's weekend is getting off to a good start. I think we're actually going to be putting Christmas lights up today and doing decorating. I think we're just going to do some, you know, little string of lights outside. Pretty minimal, since we're not really going much of anywhere. I'm going to work, but that's about it. And then we'll do some stuff in the house. But also, me and my son are going to be making a run over to Dave's barbershop, get haircuts today, because I need it. And it'll be my last haircut until about mid-January with the way things are booked up, so he's doing some good business up there. It's good to see. Alright, that's nice and pasty on there, probably even overloaded. So we'll see how that goes. Love the way this stuff smells. Oh yeah, very pasty. It's also been a few days since they shaved last. Just kind of happened that way, so. to really see how this thing does. Let's get a little bit of water in here. So things going on, still kind of getting ready to start the transitionary period to my new job. I think once I'm officially doing that on its own, not helping cover the dispatch desk anymore, the new guy's in and hired and in place and ready to go, I might start trying to do a more regular video schedule, maybe once or twice a week on the weekends. We'll see. Since I'll have actual regular weekends again. So things on the cadre, we got root off exchange is well underway. People have started receiving packages that they'll have to stare at for another month or so. My stuff for my buddies coming together pretty nicely. Probably ready to ship in another week or two, depending on how some stuff goes. We'll see. And then it can sit there and torture him. A little more water on this. So we got that. We got, there's a Christmas card exchange as well. I don't generally get in on that one just because every year that I've ever tried to get Christmas cards out, it never seems to work out very well. So maybe another time I'll get in on that one too. But that's going on. We got bingo happening right now. Don't think I saw any calls yet this morning as of when I'm recording this, but, or at least as of when I got in the shower. Alright. I think I'm gonna call that pretty good. Lather. But no, our bingo caller is a first time caller. Although it doesn't seem like it. He seems like he's doing a pretty solid job. I don't know if he played somewhere else that I'm not aware of, but he's been doing pretty good. Lots of fun. Alright. If this goes poorly, I do have my Occam's razor on backup if I need it. So I did shave a little bit of the back of my hand yesterday with this, and it seemed to stay in place fine. That was a dry shave, so hopefully this goes well. Wish me luck, guys. Well, so far so good. Seems to be removing hair. It's incredibly unsettling knowing that the only thing holding that blade in place is a few magnets. And granted, they are strong magnets for sure. It takes a good little bit of effort to remove the blade. It just seems like one little catch and it's gonna dig in and tear off the thing and just slice you up. I am using this with a very shallow angle, like I would a straight, more or less. But it seems to be working pretty well. Keep feeling like I'm feeling something wiggle, and it's actually this point right here, because the glue I used to glue the handle and the head of the razor together. Oh, we got a little bit of blood there. That was a pimple before my shower, so I'm not surprised I hit that and then got myself up there. Anyway, the glue I used, it's not the greatest, but it's kind of what I had because I needed something that was a little more gel-like. Than anything else I had on hand. Take up a little bit of space. And it's just not very strong glue apparently. And this is a brand new injector blade. Thought about going with one that's had a few shaves on it or something first, but then I decided against it just because I don't know how much I would have messed one up getting it out of an injector in order to use on this. So fresh blade it was. Alright, well there's pass one. Let's get my mold too. Again, not surprising. It's actually surprising how long it's been since I hit that thing. Alright. Yeah, I guess I got myself pretty good up here. Well, survived past one. Removed quite a bit of growth off there pretty easy, so it's good to see. All right, round 2. All right, well, you might have been able to see, there was lots of weepers, but no actual train wrecks. So, get my Osage mix here. Take care of some of that initial burn and get some aloe and witch hazel in there. So this new mix is a lot thicker with the aloe from the backyard. Oh yeah. So I'm going to use a few drops because it really goes a long way. But it's got a lot of menthol in it. So even just a few drops, nice and face freezing, which I love. Yeah, that's good. And not nearly as much sting as I was expecting. So, that's nice. Definitely a BBS shave. I don't know if I said it earlier. I think this razor is called the Caerbannog or something like that. I have not looked up if there's like a meaning behind that or anything. If it's maybe something referring to the rabbit that's in the handle shape. Yeah, so still got a few weepers here and there. But overall, not a bad shave. Definitely BBS. So, the aftershave and then we'll call it a day. Probably talc up afterwards, but don't need to keep you guys here all day. I'm probably gonna speed up the last portion of this shave anyway. Oh yeah, there's the sting. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Come check us out on the Shaving Cadre. You know, we do fun, stupid stuff like this all the time. And bingo and all that and whatnot too. So come check us out. I'm UA Cowboy. I'll catch you guys later.